Okay, so we can try to make up some time. Gentleman from Verizon here. Name and address.
My name is Robert Gracia, and I'm a manager with Verizon New England Incorporated. Our engineering office is located at 28 Diana Lane in Drake. And I come before the Board of Selectmen this evening with a request for permission to place and occupy underground conduit as shown on petition plan number 455. There's an existing utility pole on Central Street on the southerly side, identified as pole number 14/44. And we need to place approximately 32 feet of underground conduit so we can provide underground telecommunication facilities to a new road that's being developed known as Pilgrim Road.
So it's going to come from that pole down under. And
Yes, we'll occupy space in a common trench with Reading Municipal Light. The utilities will be in the
okay,
underground.
and the town engineer has no objections to the request.
This is in relation to the 40B project.
Okay.
14.
Okay, any questions from the board to Verizon?
Other than, again, this is a requirement for
Well,
underground
I have a
utilities.
question, but it has nothing to do with this pole. It has to do with the connection of the Verizon, this meeting going on TV.
Oh, that's this
That's
gentleman.
it. Yeah, I know that, I said that, I said it had nothing.
He's fortunate he's not here for that.
That's the question I do want to get
Somebody
there.
at Verizon to get in touch with you and discuss some kind of.
Oh, no, we just need to do what they said they would. That's the problem, they're
Okay.
not.
Well, this is,
But that's not you, sir.
this is for development. Town engineer has no problems with it. I'll entertain a motion if no one has. Well, first I'll close the hearing if there's no one out in the audience. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the petition of Verizon New England Incorporated to lay underground conduit on Central Street as shown in plan number 455 dated 10/11/2006.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Discussion? Did I see what was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you.
I'm wondering, I'll leave a card, my business card, if ever any of the selectmen have any kind of a question. relative-
Leave it with the town administrator.
Town administrator?
Thank you.
Great, thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Rights of way.
Rights of way.
Where was
Do we want to just do the Veterans Day proclamation, or do we want to skip it and get on to the tax?
No, that's not.
Ashwood Drive, that is, we would ask, because the notary is here,
Okay.
Yeah.
she doesn't need to
All right, we
witness
gotta
her
do that.
signatures.
Okay, well, let me find it. Because I have everything. Some kind of an audience.
I'm all
Thought
out.
I need signatures on this.
It should be the,
Signatures. 1, 2,
item number, I'll switch myself, number 2.
Yeah, I have it right here. Mr. Chairman, I move to sign the quitclaim deed for a parcel of land known as Parcel A on a plan entitled Woodland Estates, North Reading, Massachusetts, dated July 17, 1996, from the town of North Reading to 8 Ashwood Drive Realty Trust.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. Gardino. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Where's that sign? What?
No, okay, but, okay.
No. Are you concerned of being a public hearing?
That's right.
Everyone signed it?
Yeah, everyone has to sign this. Did everyone sign this?
Everyone on this?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it. Because this three on this one, so let's get this one done first. Actually, we can do some of the minutes
Yeah,
while
let's,
we're signing.
let's clean up everything here. It doesn't look like they're
Okay.
quite ready.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the October 16, 2006 regular session minutes as written.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Unanimous?
Executive session.
Okay. Start down with that one. Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the October 22nd, 2006 executive session minutes as written.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Discussion, all in favor? Thank you.
Aye.
We have an abstention. One abstention.
4-0-1, right?
Abstention, one. Mr. Vino.
Just 1 minute, Mr. Chairman.
Three signatures.
Yes, sir. Getting there. Okay,
We'll be ready in a second.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the October 2nd, 2006 regular session minutes.
Did we do the 16th out of order?
I think we did it out of order. No, I didn't October 2nd. We did.
We did the second.
We did the 16th regular session.
No, we took it out of
We don't have the 16th exec here.
order. No, there isn't.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we took it out.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the October 2nd, 2006 regular session minutes as written.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. Dardino. Any discussion?
I believe I was absent for the open session, but present for the executive session. So I would be abstaining.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? One abstention. Okay, correspondence, hand your yellow sheets over. Recording secretary, do you have anything? What do you want, Mike? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, we got what you're ordering on 3 copies. All right. I don't think, is anyone here for public comment? I'm gonna say good this time so we can get to the public hearing and tax. Veterans Day proclamation we'll read after the public hearing. Public hearing, tax classification. See, we have the Board of Assessors here. Paula, are you gonna speak? You're gonna make the presentation.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board,
If you prefer to sit,
it's either that or on my knees.
No,
Oh,
that'll pick you up. Yeah, that'll pick you up.
Sienna, would you give your full name and address for
My name is Sebastian Tang. I live at 133 Greenwood Street, Wakefield. And I'm a member of the Board of Assessors, Town of North Reading. And I'm making the presentation this evening on the classification hearing and selection of a minimum residential factor. This evening, the Board of Selectmen will have to make a decision on a selection of a minimum residential factor, selection of a discount for open space land, and whether to grant or not a residential exemption or a small commercial exemption. The packet that I gave you, I'd just like to correct a couple of things, and that is that on page 3 of the packet, there's, in gray, in the second chart, it says projected fiscal 2007 tax billing at a 183 CIP shift. That should be struck out. Excuse me. Since I took this format from another community, I forgot to remove the 183. And under average single-family tax bill difference for 2007, it shows $425, 4.6%. Eliminate the 4.6%. The increase is actually the 8.3% on the line above it. Those are two things that weren't picked up by proofreaders. On the selection of a residential factor, historically, North Reading has not gone with a shift in tax bills to the shift to commercial industrial properties. If a factor of 1 were to be adopted this evening, that would mean the same tax rate for both residential and commercial industrial properties. And that single rate would be $10.82, or 17 cents more than it was last year. The average single-family home for fiscal year 2007 is $512,389. Considering that value, there's a table below that would show shifting to the commercial industrial an additional 10%, 25%, and 50%, and what it would do to the residential factor and the residential percentage, and what tax rate would ensue from those kinds of a shift. With a 10% shift, the tax rate would go down from 10.82 to 10.71. 25% would be 10.50, and a 50% shift, which is the maximum allowed to North Reading, would give you a tax rate of $10.17 per thousand. The chart on the bottom shows what it would do to the commercial tax rate, commercial industrial tax rate. So the rate would go from 10.82 to 11.92 to 13.55, and with the maximum shift, it would amount to $16.26 for the commercial industrial properties. If the intent of the Board of Selectmen were to go to the lowest possible share percentage for 2007, you'd have a residential rate of 10.17 and a commercial industrial rate of $16.26. And then the next chart is just a comparison of 2006 average value, average tax rate, and average increase for each class. Now, single-family homes in North Reading last year increased in value by about 5.5%. Condos by 7%. Vacant land by 8%. On the commercial industrial side, you didn't see that kind of an increase. Commercial properties went up on the average about 1%. Again, it depends on what kind of commercial property. Commercial condos may not have gone up as much as retail establishments. And industrial properties increased by about 5%. And that's about it, unless you have questions.
Any member of the board have a question, Mr. O'Leary?
So just comment, so if I'm reading your charts correctly, if we decide to classify here and shift the burden